What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily Rewind. This is where we go back a week and give you all of your tech news stories from the past 7 days. And in this week's news stories, we talk about the Galaxy Watch 5 and 5 Pro, especially the 5 Pro being one of the ugliest watches potentially that you will ever get. Also, we've got news on the Galaxy Z Fold 4, and the benchmarks are just blow away amazing. We also have information on the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and how they're going to be amazing, like really, really good in a lot of different ways. So watch this week. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next one. First story of the day is about the Galaxy Watch 5 and how ugly it's going to be, at least per Mr. Ice Universe. Check out this tweet. So he's talking in this tweet about the following. He's saying that the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 series has become uglier. It may be the ugliest watch among mobile phone manufacturers. The gap between Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 series and Apple Watch is growing. And he's not done. He continues by saying, as always, the Watch 5 will be leaked and you will see the Watch 5 Pro with a very wide bezel and no scales. Its design is far from comparable to the Apple Watch 7 and it is not aesthetically pleasing. And he goes on to show us a render of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, the contrast between the display part and the bezel. Yes, its bezel and metal frame are still wide, far behind Apple's stylish design. And of course, it's fairly uniform with the bezel, but he's kind of right. I mean, in a way, you know, when you get a watch or a phone, you kind of want it to be cool, especially a watch, something you're actually physically wearing. Now, I don't even know where my watch is. It's in here somewhere, I thought. Maybe it's not. It's got to be in here somewhere. But regardless, like when I look at the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic that I have, I'm not blown away by like, oh my God, that is a beautiful watch. I don't really ever think that. I also don't look at it and think like, ooh, that is hideous. I don't think that. But so I can kind of see what he's saying in one aspect of it, saying, you know, like, hey, this thing just isn't that beautiful, and I would love for it to be more sleek and beautiful. For me, it really comes down to not so much the bezel on there. It's really coming down to, I want a square watch. I like square watch faces. I think they're more, I don't know. I like it's like that's why I like the way the Apple Watch looks. It fits more with the aesthetic of using a screen on there and getting information. Because when it's a circle, some of the stuff gets cut off on the sides there. So that's really the big change that I want. But I don't know. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's ugly or not? Let me know in the comments down below. And the last one is also a tweet from Ice Universe. Kind of a slow news day. And I kind of gets the brain thinking. It says recommended products to buy. Galaxy Z Fold 4, it's thinner and more complete. Z Flip 4 is cheaper and has a smaller crease. Galaxy Buds Pro 2 is better optimized. Products not recommended. Galaxy Watch 5 series ugly TM Row, who's running Samsung, forgets that half the price of a watch is in the design. And when we look at that tweet, let's talk about it. Z Fold 4, I think, is definitely, if they're first time for a folding phone, get the Fold 4. I think there's enough in there. There's enough meat on the bone to be excited about it. Even if you're upgrading from a 2 or a 3, there might still be enough meat on the bone for you to upgrade. I definitely want to upgrade, but I always want the newest and latest and greatest. But I don't know, better cameras and a more square design, those are big enough upgrades for, I think, most people to upgrade to. Galaxy Buds Pro 2, better optimized, not a lot of information in that, but I know I'm stoked about it, can't wait for that one. Galaxy Z Flip 4, I don't know if I think that's definitely one of the phones you probably don't need to upgrade from the Z Flip 3 to that one. I think you could probably honestly hold off on that. It doesn't seem like enough meat on the bone for that one. You're really picking up scraps to actually upgrade to that one. Watch 5 series being ugly, we kind of talked about it. I think if it is able to add the temperature sensor, which is kind of a cool thing to have, but otherwise, there's probably not that much. A bigger battery potentially in terms of better battery life, but there's probably not a whole lot to upgrade from a 4 or 4 Classic to a Watch 5 or 5 Pro on there. But our story of the day is about the Galaxy Buds Pro 2. A lot of information has leaked out about these just today, and I want to share it with you guys because it's really, really cool stuff, because the things that you would want improved seemingly are improved. So let's check this out. So this tweet's coming from Do-Hyun Kim, and he's getting it from Rotor Super, and it's all about the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, if that's what they end up calling them, instead of the Buds Pro 2. But regardless, main colors are going to be purple, white, and graphite, which we've talked about before. Also, Galaxy Buds Pro design is going to be, it sounds like it's going to have a Galaxy Pro design, but materials of Galaxy Buds 2. So it's going to be a mixture of Buds Pro 2 and Galaxy Buds Pro 1s and also the Buds 2. Huge improvement in sound quality compared to the Buds Pro. I love seeing that. I already thought these sounded pretty good, but I mean, if you're gonna make them that much better, this is amazing. I'm really excited to hear how much better they sound. Improved ambient sound, that's gonna be the sound that you hear when you're listening to the Buds and you have that sound put on so that you can, the microphones are picking up the sound around you and you can hear what's going on around you. So that's great to hear that it's improved the ambient sound. It was already pretty good, but I felt like the AirPods Pros were better from Apple in that regard. More clear mic, meaning when you talk on the phone or you record yourself, it's going to be clearer. Again, these are fantastic things. And then black colored holes as well. I think they're talking about the ear tips is what I'm thinking about. Also, new features, you can get and I don't even know what this fully means. You can get a stretching notification if you're not moving for a long time while wearing Buds. So I mean, I guess it means that when you're not moving and the Buds notice you're not moving, that it gives you a little ding to do a stretch of some sort. But there is a lot of good stuff coming out about these. Basically, the reason why you have Buds and the reason why you buy the second version, like those things are improved seemingly, and that is better sound, better mics, better ambient sound, better slightly different design on there. So everything pretty much about these is seemingly better, and I'm so looking forward to these. And these actually might be the runaway hit from the show if they get released in August, but there's also rumors they're gonna be released in July. So again, super looking forward to these. And our last story is all about the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and 5. And there's been rumors going back and forth about some of the features about the Watch 5 Pro. Might make you happy, might make you sad, but let's just talk about it. This is coming from Tech Talk TV, and he says, exclusive, I can confirm the rotating bezel is gone from the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, but they are making up for it by introducing convex type bezels. The watch surface is flat, but the bezel comes up with a slight angle so your finger can comfortably work the bezel. And then he also says it avoids accidental screen touches and also gives haptic feedback, which makes you feel like you are rotating a real thing. It looks much more premium and the battery life is phenomenal. The Watch 5, on the other hand, will have the same flat look as the Watch 4. So Watch 5, Watch 4, just the plain regular ones are seemingly the same in terms of design. The Watch 5 Pro brings a whole new outlook on it, removing that physical bezel that you would rotate around using, it sounds like some kind of hybrid kind of bezel on there that you can still rotate, it sounds like, along with crazy battery life. And who doesn't want crazy battery life on a watch? So it's one less thing that you have to charge every single day. Maybe you can get 3 days out of this, 6 days, I don't know, whatever you're gonna end up getting. It sounds like it's gonna be better. It has a bigger battery in there anyway. If I'm not mistaken, it's 572 milliamps. So good stuff all around from this show. I'm really looking forward to Unpacked, Galaxy Buds 2 Pros. You've got the Galaxy Z Fold 4, which I'll be picking up, Galaxy Z Flip 4, which doesn't look like a huge upgrade, but I might pick it up just to do some videos on, and then also the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. So what do you guys think? What's the most exciting thing that we talked about today? Is it the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro? Is it one of the features built in there, or is it the new Galaxy Buds 2 Pro? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got another great day of tech news for you. And questions are back. The questions are back up, so you guys left some questions, so I'll answer those in today's video. So without further ado, let's get into the tech news. Our first story of the day has to do with what? Benchmarks for the Galaxy Z Fold 4. Something I think is quite impressive, because before we even jump into that, I just want to show you the score that I got on my Z Fold 3. Z Fold 3, I got a score of 1,000 on the single core and then 2996 on the multi-score. This is a Geekbench 5 score. And the Galaxy Z Fold 4 with the 8 Plus Gen 1 processor blew it away. Check this out. Really, really good score. So 1351 on the single core, 3808 on the multi-score. So very, very good scores on the Geekbench score, especially when you compare it to last generation Z Fold 3. So I'm very excited about it. Obviously, you know, day-to-day usage of this phone is pretty freaking good. But if you can improve that and then make, you know, if you're a gamer, I can see getting higher frames per second, better resolutions, better overall usage of the phone, and then better, remember, the 8 Plus Gen 1 processor is supposed to be more efficient as well with battery usage. So better performance, better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John's. Next up, as you can see from the tweet from Ben Geskin, this is what the Nothing Phone 1 will look like in hand. Now, this phone is due to be released or announced on July 12th, and it's a phone from Carl Pei, who helped start OnePlus. And I don't know, kind of cool. It looks different. It's kind of got a very, oh, I'm looking at the inside of the phone kind of look. I think it's interesting. It definitely looks different than most phones do, and that's not even a skin. So very interesting stuff there. We'll keep our eye on this one. It's probably going to be fairly low priced, and I don't think it's going to have the latest, greatest processor inside. I believe, and I could be wrong about this, has a Snapdragon 870, which is still a very capable processor to play video games pretty well and to run pretty much anything on your phone really well. So don't be too hesitant about that, but I think they're going for design and price on this one. As you can see from the headline, exclusive from Sam Mobile, Samsung Galaxy S22 Fan Edition may end up being canceled. I guess from what they're hearing from Samsung, again, this is like insider stuff, that S22 Fan Edition will be canceled and they will not release another version of it. Remember, they had the S20 FE, the S21 FE, and it looks like the next one would have been the S22 FE, but it looks like it's potentially not coming out. Actually, we got this phone from my mother-in-law, and I don't know, I played with it for a bit. It's a good phone. I mean, I think it's the perfect phone for people that want some of the high-end specs, but not every high-end spec, and they want a price that's pretty reasonable without even having to add a trade-in to it. Once you add a trade-in, you're getting really low. So I love the idea of this. It's unfortunate they're probably gonna get rid of it though. And our last story of the day, BTS hiatus could be the end of the Samsung Galaxy BTS Edition devices. If you didn't know, BTS is like the biggest group in the world. They're a Korean pop band, and they're going on hiatus so that I guess each guy can go on to their own solo project. And if you remember, BTS has been very heavily used in some of the Galaxy devices, specifically some of the higher ones, the Z Fold 3, the Z Flip 3. They had their own edition of the phone. I think it was on the S20 line, S20 Plus, and they had their own earbuds. And you know, so they're kind of integrated in this. So the thoughts and the dreams of there potentially being another BTS device are probably fairly low at this point. So just to throw that out there, that, you know, if you're waiting for a BTS edition of the phone, looks like it probably won't happen due to them kind of at least taking a little bit of a break from each other. I didn't see anything that was really biting and that needed to be told to you guys, but I do have a bunch of questions for you. Not a bunch, but a good amount. So without further ado, let's jump into those questions. The first question of the day comes from Ask Tom. Tom, I haven't seen your friggin' face in a while. Welcome back. What's up, Greggles and Army? Great videos as always. Question, any update on codename N4, aka ZSC Roll, wishing for a release in August or end of the year. So I'm thinking he's talking about the Z Fold Roll or Z Roll, Galaxy Z Roll, the rolling phone that rolls out. So it doesn't seem like that's gonna come out this year at all. I would guess I don't even think next year. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I would guess 2024 is when we'll probably see something like that. Especially when you see like folding and flip phones really starting to just gain a little bit momentum every single year. I think they need to mature that market even more before they roll out something completely new and people are like, what is going on here? I think it's hard enough to get people to buy into a folding phone. They'll be wowed by it, but to actually make them buy it and have them buy it, I still think we're a couple years away at this point after seeing all the data that's been out before we see a rolling phone. Jack Kelly says, what do you think of the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro looks? I like the way it looks. I mean, it looks kind of similar to what the 6 and 6 Pro looks like. I do like the camera in the back there. I think it looks a little bit better. Overall, I mean, the main takeaways I would want from it, especially for just being a candy bar phone, is really a brighter display. I say it all the time. The display on the 6 and 6 Pro and pretty much any Pixel phone I've ever used has never been all that bright. Beyond that, they're really freaking cool phones. They're fast. They've got some good features built into them, great cameras. So, and then I guess a little bit better video as well is probably what I'd like to see on there. Jonathan Oren says, I have the S22 Ultra Exynos edition. He's just updated to. My question is, has anybody else had this issue with 10 times zoom pixelization problem? Want to take a photo in 10 times zoom, it doesn't clear up the picture. It keeps it from maybe pixelating. I guess I did the clean camera lens many times. Let me know. Thank you. I appreciate it. The only thing, if you wiped it clean, you know it's not that. It's going to be one of two things. It's either broken and you just don't realize it, like it's physically broken, or before I'd even deal with that, I would go into the camera app, go into settings, and reset the camera. That's what I would do. And our last question from Lionel Sincerios, do you think Apple will be more customized after they push out the software updates? I think they are getting there. Every single year, the last couple of years, they've kind of added little bits of customization. And will they ever be as customizable as an Android? Probably not, but maybe just enough to make an Android person that likes customization be like, you know what? I really like the Apple ecosystem. I just wish they had a little bit of customization, and now they do. Maybe I'll jump it over there. So I think, yeah, I think they're adding more and more every single year, and it's great to see. And they're adding even more to the iPad side with real, true multitasking and multiple windows on there. So cool stuff coming out of Apple. I'm excited to see where they go with that, especially when they come out with a folding phone. All the colors of all the products that will be released at Samsung Unpacked, or maybe even a little bit before, because there's rumors that the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro will be released before Unpacked, aka in July. So let's check this out. So this is a nice tweet that has been tweeted out by Mr. Anthony Galax showing off all of the colors of the upcoming Samsung products. Now, Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, I said that right, Buds 2 Pro, will come out in black, purple, and white. And obviously these names are not going to be called black, purple, and white. They'll add craziness of the names to it. Galaxy Watch 5 in white, black, and pink gold. Watch 5 44mm white, black and blue. Watch 5 Pro in white and black. Z Flip 4 in gold, blue, purple, and black. And then the Z Fold 4 in beige, black, green, and gray. And I don't know why they don't add, I want a purple Z Fold 4. Come on, baby. Give me that. I love purple. I love that color. But with that said, like which colors would I personally choose? I would choose for every single one. Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, I'd choose the purple. The Watch 5, I would choose I usually choose a black watch. I'd probably choose black watch across the board for all of those watches. For the Z Flip 4, I would choose the purple, and then the Z Fold 4. Not very exciting. I'll probably go green because I haven't had green at all on a Z Flip 4, Z Fold 4, I should say. So that's what I would choose. Let me know what you would choose in the comments down below for all of those. Next up is the cost that we expect to see for the Z Fold 4. And I agree completely with this tweet, and I've kind of spoken about it, but I thought I'd talk about what I expect the prices to be for the Z Fold 4, 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. So let's talk about that. So again, this tweet from Anthony Galax saying the price for what he expects, and again, I completely agree, and I've spoken about this, 256 for $16.99, 512 for $17.99, and the 1 terabyte for $19.99. And to add on to that, I will say this, I will not be surprised whatsoever that obviously if they drop it $100 in price But I wouldn't be surprised at all that if at pre-order time that you can get the 512 for $16.99 as well. I think it will cut into your pre-order gifts. Like instead of getting $200 for your pre-order gifts, you'll probably get $100. But I still think they'll do that. I think we'll get the 256 and the 512 with a pre-order for $16.99. I really feel like they will do that. Today is one of those days where it's just really slow, but I got some really good questions. So if you love questions, you love me answering them, then you're gonna love today. So without further ado, I'll give you your question of the day. Question of the day is, what size TV do you have? Like, what's the biggest TV in your house? Put it in the comments down below. For us, 65 inch, that's the biggest TV we have. We have two 65-inch TVs, and then the other ones are 55. So let me know what you guys in the comments down below. With that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. All right, first question comes from Sarper Saradell. Says, how do you turn off smart cover sleep feature? Where is the setting? I don't want smart cover magnet to turn off the screen of the device. That's a great question. I've never personally done that. I gotta research that real quick. I looked online. I don't see anything particularly on my phone in order to do it, but it says that if you have a Galaxy phone and you have a special, cover that does it, it says on your phone, go to settings, accessories, and then you'll see a switch for automatic unlock. You can turn that on or off. I don't have that. Settings, accessories. I looked for automatic unlock. I looked for accessories. I don't have it. So maybe you have that once you attach the cover and it just knows. So check for that though. Next up is Jessica A. Any news on the Z Flip 4 prices? Nothing in particular. The rumored prices though are definitely at least $9.99, but I'm thinking they'll probably drop it again. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be $8.99. $9.99 and probably $10.99 or $11.99 if they come out with like a 1 terabyte version would be the top price. But yeah, right now I would guess $8.99 would be my final guess if I had to guess. That's a lot of guess. Beth Ann Simmons says, do you prefer Android or iPhone? 70 years old, not technology sufficient. I think, well, for me, I love Android. I love what you can do with it, and I love how simplified you can make it. And now at this point, I'll be honest with you, I have always recommended for older people iPhones, but now iPhone's almost like a little bit complicated. And don't get me wrong, I think there's a lot you can do with Android and you get really lost and really complicated. But at the same time, if you don't go into all that, then I think you'd be fine. Both phones are pretty mature at this time in terms of the way they're used. But to be honest with you, I think with a Galaxy phone, when you have the buttons at the bottom, the home button, the back button, and the recent apps button, I notice, at least like my parents-in-law who have Android phones, they don't complain about it. When they go to an iPhone, they're a little bit confused. I mean, they've been on Android side for a bunch of years now, but I would say Android, as long as you use the buttons at the bottom, the back button, the recent apps, which they don't even use the recent apps button, but the back button and the home button, I think it's a lot more easy in a lot of ways, and you can dumb down the operating system on here. So yes, I think that's great. If you have more questions, feel free to ask, specifically you, Beth, because I'd be very welcome and happy to help you with any questions you have. Electronic Intruder says, any leaks on what will be included in the Tom Brown version of the Z Flip 4? And do you think the Tom Brown branding will be the same colors as the Z Flip 3? Well, I had to do a little bit of research because I have never bought the Tom Brown edition, and just colors alone, no, I actually don't think it will be the same. And the reason I say that is because I looked at the Z Fold, this is the Fold version, but it's the same for the Flip. The Z Fold edition of the Tom Brown edition and Flip version, they had different colors. Like last year was more of a whitish gray color, and then on the Z Fold 2 line, it was more gray with a little bit of white. So I would guess it's gonna probably be somewhat similar, but somewhat different. Maybe it'll be half and half white, half and half gray. Maybe they'll make it all black. I don't think it'll be the same exact colors though as it has been the last couple of years. I think they'll change it up ever so slightly on it. And then in terms of what you will get with that whole package, I'm guessing you'll get the same thing. Minus the Pro S Pen, I think you'll get, again, very, very similar stuff. I think you'll get the Galaxy Buds 2 Pros. You'll get their fastest charger, which will probably be a 45-watt charger on there. You will get some wrist straps. You'll get the Galaxy Watch 5 or maybe the 5 Pro, depending upon there. You'll get a case or 2 for your phone. You'll get some extra cables. You'll get a watch charger. That's what I think you'll end up getting, a lot of that same stuff. Probably some themes that come pre-installed with the phone as well, that are exclusive to Tom Brown edition phones. But ultimately, I think you'll get the same accessories, but obviously updated with the new watches and the new buds. But color-wise, yeah, I think it's gonna be slightly different than it has been the last couple of years. But close enough to where you can probably know what it's going to happen in terms of it being a little bit of white, a little bit of gray, maybe some black thrown in there, but we'll wait and see. When as more information comes out about that, I will definitely let you guys know. This question of the day comes from New York's finest. Firstly, thanks for the consistent, informative videos. Thank you for watching. Is there a way I can take a picture with my phone in full screen mode and not have it pixelated on my computer desktop, or do I have to have it do the 3x4? I just don't like the black borders on both sides of the screen. Hope I explained it properly. So what I wanted to say is, yes, you can. So what you want to do is you want to go into your camera app, bam, 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 bam. And at the top here, you're gonna see, it says like whatever the resolution is, change it to 9:16, or does it change to 16:9? So it depends how you hold your phone, but you want it to change it either to 9:16 or 16:9. When you take the photo, you wanna make sure it's this way, not vertical. You wanna make sure it's horizontal. Take the photo, and it's not gonna be the highest resolution ever, but it will definitely be high enough resolution for you to take a nice photo and to be able to use it as your desktop and have it not be pixelated. Next question from the Islamic boy saying, will the Z Fold 4 be good for overhead unboxing shots? So yes, getting an unboxing shot with good lighting with the Z Fold 4 is gonna be fine. Even the Z Fold 3, you'll be able to get some good video. Is it gonna be the best video I've ever seen? No, but if you have it in a tripod, that'd be great. I think the problem is gonna be is finding a good mount that this phone fits in, have it be open or closed. It's gonna be a little bit harder to find the mount. Maybe it's gonna be easy for you if you have one, but yeah, to answer your main question, yes, it should be absolutely fine. And our last question from Daryl Harris, will the Z Fold 4 be as wide, just like the Oppo Find and foldable phone? I don't know if it'll be as wide as that. I don't think it's going to be, but it will be. I don't know what the percentages are, but it sounds like it'll probably be, and this is, I'm assuming it's gonna be somewhere in this range, 10 to 20% wider on the front, and probably 10 to 20%, probably closer to 10 to 15% wider on when it's completely open, and then it'll be a little shorter on when it's opened up and when it's closed. So fatter and shorter for the win. And but in terms of it being exact dimensions as an Oppo, I would say no, it's probably not going to be. There you guys go. Those are all your questions. Have a great day. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question. I will say, sometimes Mondays come off really, really hot, so I'm hoping when I wake up tomorrow morning, I have some great stories to talk to you about. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road.